And we have a number of the stories here. MyJoyOnline.com. They always display some of the best stories you can find. All you need to do is just ask Kwabena Chenchen Boateng. All right.
He manages the sites?
Oh, he likes the site. Let's look at this. We have Ghana follows Nigeria's example. Easy to use professors as returning officers in 2016. What about me, journalist? I could volunteer. Say, Anna, KKB, what's it doing? Nothing wrong now. And we know that it's a story that we played for you as well from Parliament. And next story, PURC files application to dismiss CPA's suits. Mama, continue.
Yeah. We check out the next, what other story we have. China pledges support to deal with Accra filth. We brought you some portions of the story yesterday in our AM News. Let's check out the next story. Government touts achievement in education. The next, and this is a piece, it's an opinion actually, you can read it if you're interested in. Jacob Zuma tops list of worst executives of 2015. Why am I interested in the story? Can we click on this and share a little bit of the details? I want to see if there are other African presidents featuring this worst performing executives for 2015. It says that South Africa-based Financial Mail magazine has named the Rainbow Nations president Jacob Zuma as #1 on a list of 10 worst executives this year. According to the magazine, Zuma didn't appreciate the state of the economy he inherited from successive ANC governments and their finance ministers. Instead, he has managed to completely run out of money. The list also includes former MTN Nigeria CEO Sifiso Dagbenwa, who quit his job recently after the Nigerian telecoms regulator fined the telco giant some $5.2 billion for failing to deactivate unregistered SIM cards. Okay, so we're checking out the list. We know Jacob Zuma is #1, but who is #2 on that list? Oh, Charlie, but they said check out the lists. I was expecting #1, #2, #3. Okay, all right. I'm not sure. Maybe we can get the compilation better. Okay, so this is #2. Dudu Yeni, who's SA Airways Invisible co-pilot. They're asking a question. We're not familiar with that person here in Ghana, so we'll move on to check out #3. But are they all supposed to be South Africans?
Yes, they are.
That's the MTN
I think
former
mostly
CEO.
they are. Yeah.
Okay, so
mention this one.
Let's see.
Oh, Fred, also before me, calm down.
Which one is that?
This name, I see you like mentioning. This one is one.
Mochiko. Tabiso Mochiko. That's a South African name. Yeah. Okay, so that will be it for this particular. If you're interested, I think it's South African based. You can read it. You can read the details. Okay. So let's check out
City FM Online. We'll go to the page, cityfmonline.com, and we're there. MPP conference. We don't have time to discuss Polafoko. His picture is the man in blue. Advert on rebranded buses could have earned 500,000 Ghana cedis. And, Ghana's oil cash funded, blah blah blah. That's the 3.6 bus rebranding.
So we use the oil money to rebrand buses. Unnecessary rebranding, by the way.
We went wrong about Froster Umar Farouk, and it's still about the Ameri deal. You can see him behind a Bentley. What? Or just in front of a Bentley. Okay. Cool.
Oh, there's a story here. Minority to sue President. Please calm down. Minority to sue Mahama for setting up Judgment Debts Commission, apparently. Okay, so they're threatening to drag the president to court. All right, you can read the details if you're interested in it. Imani demands details on Ghana's $7 billion ENI oil and gas deal. These are some of the stories you'll find at cityfmonline.com. Okay, so we're going to end with the Africa page, the BBC. Let's check it out. Rwanda votes on third Kagame term. Kindly open the story up in full. Rwanda is supposed to be one of the perfect examples for Africa. Are they going to change their constitution to let the president run again?
It's an African
thing. Rwandans are voting in a referendum on a constitutional amendment to allow President Paul Kagame to seek a third term in office. Most votes, some 6.4 million, are eligible to vote today, Friday, but around 37,000 Rwandans living overseas were able to have their say on Thursday. The change would allow Mr. Kagame to potentially remain in power until 2034. That's like how many? Wow. This is 2015, 2016, and we're talking 2034. He shouldn't do this. Seriously. Rwandans are expected to vote overwhelmingly in favor of changing the constitution. Mr. Kagame is praised at home and abroad for bringing about development and economic growth. Okay, reports by the BBC in the Rwandan capital, Kigali. The point is that he's a fantastic leader. He's shown, but my fear is if he stays in power for too long, he will become like some other people that we know.
He'll become too content.
Yeah.
He will be suppressing press freedom, and then that will cause arbitrary arrests and things and human rights abuses. Mark it.
But they're going to go for him anyway, because they're using his track records. They're using the things that... And he's transformed the country.
Forget about transformation. African, do you know what we do? Conscientize the population. Either you or nobody else. So they're all going with the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a psychological wave of brainwashing, really. I mean, if you know you've done well, you live when the applause is high.
Fred, please take us back to myjoyonline.com. There's this story on Dumso, some kind of research that I'm hoping that we could share the details of. But we'll be doing the blues in a little bit, just before Benedict Owusu-Dankwa brings us a lot more. Please go up, kindly go up. That's the story right here. Kindly open up for us so we can share a bit of the details with everybody else watching us right now. Story says that the latest Afro Barometer survey suggesting that only 1 in 3 Ghanaians rate the power crisis as a top concern, although Ghana's power crisis, characterized by nationwide load shedding schedule that has persisted for more than 3 years, has led to collapsing businesses. The report says only 31% of Ghanaians surveyed cited electricity supply as a top worry.
Really?
The latest survey is based on interviews with almost 48,000 citizens in 32 African countries.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. So what's our basic worry as Africans? Across the 32 surveyed countries, the most frequent cited problems are unemployment, health and education, although poverty and food shortage taken together are also a dominant concern. So we want employment, we want health. Yeah, but if we don't fix our Dumso situation, people won't be able to employ.
Dumso.
Yeah. So there you have it.
It's a serious problem for me.
It's all of our headache.
So I'm only 1 in 3.
Okay.
It's a serious problem for when
Fred
I sleep, I can't sleep.
My director, kindly, let's make Roland happy just before Benedict comes in. So let's go back to BBC, but this time we're heading the sport page. Please, kindly do that for moi. Oh, Roland, how's your team Chelsea doing?
Well, good.
Yeah? Okay. So players not to blame for Mourinho's sacking. Some persons have said the players didn't play for the man. I was hoping we could get a lot more, but this doesn't make you happy or sad, does it? You said you're mourning the man.
For me, I'm indifferent.
Fred, kindly open it up for us.
Can we take a break?
No, we can't.
It's 6:46.
Not yet, not yet.
GMT.
Okay, because, you know, Benedict asked me to do the first story for him, so this is his first story. So Chelsea's players were not to blame for manager Jose Mourinho's sacking, says technical director.
We're taking a break.
Michael
We'll be right back. If the director doesn't go, I'll make sure he's suspended.
So the defending champions are 1 point, listen to this, they are 1 point above the relegation zone after losing 9 of their first 16 Premier League matches this season.
We're taking a break. We'll be right back.
Oh, gosh.
Please make sure that you get interactive through our Facebook page,
Why are you shouting?
which has a link on our Twitter handle. And then also we have a WhatsApp console through the number 056800,000. Get interactive with us. Forget everything Chelsea, because apparently, according to a survey, only 1 in 3 Ghanaians, myself and 2 others.
No, it's not Ghanaians, it's Africans.
Okay, Africans.
It's Africans. Yeah, perhaps if they had done it in Ghana. Yeah, but that still doesn't erase the issues. The issues.
We're taking a break. When we come back, Benedict will be here.
At the Stamford break, by the way. Benedict, I did your first story for you, but build on it. Stay with us. There's more Chelsea news
taking a break.
coming up.